Okay, so in order to stop bees from moving into your house in the first place, it's kind of that old cliche, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if you've dealt with this already, which most likely if you see this video, you probably have, you'll find that in order to remove bees that once they've moved in, there's a lot of destruction needs to happen. We need to open walls up or break things open or something to get the bees out of wherever they moved inside. Now, there's literally, for most people, and I would say 99% of the homes we run on, there's thousands of spots bees can move in. They only need the size of one tiny bee to move in, and you can have 100,000 bees move inside that hole in that cavity within minutes, something you may not even see. So one of our other videos, we explain what to look for when you see bees once they've moved in. As you know, look around your house, walk around the home, and look for any holes, cracks, places bees can go, and this is where they could move in. So we are now finally offering a service where we will go out, check your entire home, so walk all around the entire home and find all of the places they can move in. And then we'll turn around and stop them from moving in those places. Now, there's different ways to close up these holes. If any of you have seen me or we've been to your home, we've explained to you, or you've read the 5-page report we've sent out to you, there's things you can do to stop this. And I jokingly like to laugh and say, hey, I'm going to add a bunch of things to your honey-do list to do, but you want to go around the home and start sealing up these holes. Obviously, you're going to use caulking to seal up the small holes in stucco or places where you may not necessarily want to reduce a surface like cement or wood. You could just use some caulking, paintable. Clear stuff is what I prefer. That way, if you can paint it, great. If not, it dries clear, and then it's not really an eyesore because you don't really even see it's clear. So that's one way to go about. And then the other thing is with stucco homes, stucco walls, they typically at the bottom have places where the stucco will weep after it rains. So what you actually want to do, and this is not in the 5-page report, this is exclusive for this video, what you have is you get window screening, and with that window screening along the bottom, because again, you want the stucco to weep right after it rains, so you put window screening, cut it to fit, put it along the bottom, the base of the entire part of the house, the columns, anywhere there's holes where, again, stucco needs to weep, you want to use the screening. There's some other cases where you use window screening, such as along the top of a pitched roof where it's bird block. It's these small little holes. Those little tiny holes have, again, a screening on the backside of it. It's not always flush. You got to get up there and poke it with your finger, not too hard. You want to make sure it doesn't give too much to where if you could slip a bee in there, that's where bees can move in. So you want to make sure those are all flush. If they're not, you can do window screening on the outside, staple it all real nice and flush. That way bees can't move in the future. Sometimes you get birds, you get other critters that can poke holes in that. If you're not the original homeowner, you could have possibly had an extermination in the past before you bought the house, and those exterminators very typically will push a hole, those little netting, the holes that I'm talking about with the netting behind it, it's the bird block. They'll typically poke holes in that and push their poison inside there. So if you go along and you see any holes like that, you want to get those fixed immediately. That's something we offer. And again, I know that there's ways, just thousands of places bees can move in. They can move into, again, the roof line. They can move in the bottom of the house. They can move into the water meter box. They can move into your perimeter wall if you have retaining walls, fountains, into physical trees, into cactus. All these different types of places bees can move in. But what we're offering now is a new service where we will literally go around your entire home and seal things up. And for an extra charge, we can do the fence, we can do all these other extra places, but specifically your home, we will seal that up completely. And then once we do that, we will offer a service where if you ever get bees in the future, it'll be free of charge for us to remove them within 1 year of that service. We'll remove them free of charge and do the repairs free of charge. Basically just guaranteeing for you that, look, we know what we're doing, we're going to seal this off, and they're never moving inside the house. Can't really prevent them moving from the outside of the house, but again, that's a service we're now offering.